Hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome back to Sproggiwood. So, I made a mistake. I recorded the last two episodes, or at least I recorded two episodes without any audio, or at least any commentary audio, which is pretty much the most important thing about recording. So, I'm going to have to redo them, so the story's going to be a little bit shoehorned in. So, alright, so we're going to Ignis Caverna. And the first time I did it with the warrior, but I discovered something very interesting with a different class. So, we're going to be using the archer instead, because the archer has some interesting things. So first and foremost, do I have it? Yeah, Vista the Master Potter, health potion, and I'm not actually sure if Ramako's jewel even works. Anyway, it doesn't even matter, because this is going to be exciting. So the thing about the archer is, I mean, he's got ranged attacks and stuff, right? He's also, you know, a complete badass. If you notice, the proc effect of our ice bolt goes off every single time we shoot an arrow. So, anytime I stab, yeah, but anytime that I do practically anything else that involves attacking. Also, don't step on the little pad things. They summon spirits, and the spirits kind of hurt. So, we have to take the long way around. But in this case, I can just freeze the crap out of that guy, and it also does an AoE freeze, which is nice. Next up, we got roll, which is an ability I didn't actually use the first time around because I kind of discounted it as, you know, even remotely worthwhile. Turns out it's incredibly useful because it doesn't actually take up an action. So you can roll away several times, and it actually ends up being really useful for you. And I'm not going to use the Identity Crisis Potion just because I would hate to lose my ability to roll, because that is such a solid spell. Okay, so these slimes are big jerksome. Luckily, can kind of just scoot past, and let's take out the spiderweb. So if you notice, I shoot the nest and it actually freezes the spiders next to it. That is amazingly useful. So I've already pretty much unlocked everything. I'm gonna upgrade shoot arrow. It's really useful. Goodbye, Scroll of Blizzard. I'll just turn you into cash. So, the thing about the arrow is you get extra crit based on how many empty spaces are around you. So, what the? Alright, those mushrooms just disappeared for the current time. Weird. Okay, so first and foremost, we've got to worry a little bit about the big slimes, because the problem with the big slimes, they, well, I mean, they spawn more. The one real problem with this build is you don't have much for healing, which is why we are wearing the Vest of the Master Potter, because the use for the Vest of the Master Potter is every time we break one of these pots, we get about 3 HP. It doesn't seem very worthwhile in most cases, but when it comes down to it, it's actually a very solid thing. I'm gonna see if I can lure these guys here and back, because this way we can deal with that. Okay, so yeah, shoot arrow gets 5% crit chance per empty space around you, so if you have 8 empty spaces around you, that's 40%, or 80% now. Or, no, I just got piercing arrow. Never mind. That doesn't matter that much. But, in the end, except for the fact that there are the multiplying slimes, the ranger actually ends up being, actually, arguably more powerful than the... Oh, they fixed it. Okay, yeah. The ranger ends up potentially being more powerful than the warrior, if only because of the sheer, you don't, like, nobody even gets close to touching you type thing. I'm just going to use the healing potion. But, again, despite the, I mean, potentially raw power, it does kind of fall short when it comes to, I'm just going to beeline for that one. I really don't want to deal with getting shot here. Actually, I can just attack, come to think of it. Now we... Oh, right. Roll. So if you notice, roll just takes us completely out of this situation, and we can just shoot things as needed. And we pretty much have such a high room clearing potential just as a result of that completely OP frost effect. And I've used it to fairly great effect with the... I've used it with the fire as well, and it's pretty decent, but it's not quite as good, because the problem is the fire is very often indiscriminate where it goes. It does more damage, but the freezing is really, really useful. Fortunately, those wisps have quite a lot of health, so they end up being a little bit of a problem, but in the end, not that big of a deal. So, let's roll away and walk closer, because honestly, roll is really solid. As soon as we're done maxing out, you know, the bow shot ability, Frost Barb, is that better? No, it ain't anywhere even close. I think that's actually the lesser version of the bow I've got around. I find the gear and equipment system in this game to be a little bit interesting. Honestly, I really, really do hope that they actually add more than just the current set of weapons, because once you've made it like 2 or 3 dungeons in, you kind of end up with the exact same stuff over and over and over again. That said, if they don't, it's not going to really be the end of the world for the game. It's just going to be a little bit on the sad side of things. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Roll, move, take some hits. Doesn't matter that much. Let's take out the nest before it gets closer. Oh, and then let's freeze the crap out of these. Walk, stab, walk, shoot, stab. Perfect. Probably shouldn't really step on the grass, but in the end, doesn't matter that much. So the mushrooms like to disappear for whatever reason every time you kill one of their buddies. Luckily, they tend to pop up just a little bit away from me, so I can always just kind of pepper them with arrows. Makes my life easier. Okay, so we need to get closer. I've always wanted to experiment with this. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm just going to, piercing shot. Perfect. Just hit him that way and move over. Jeez, somebody's probably peppering me on Twitter. I have no idea. Let's see. So we've got a lot of slime puddles. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to... Ooh. Oh wait, no, the wisp got it for me. I was a little bit worried about that for a second. But no, we don't have to worry about it. And for some reason, the wisps every once in a while take a lot of damage or no damage at all. I really don't know why. But anyway, it doesn't matter that much. So, let's just keep a move on. Keep taking these things out, because those slimes are a problem. Never mind. The nice thing is, you can roll closer, and generally does make life just substantially easier. So we got a frog over there. Frogs ain't no thing, spiders ain't no thing. The nice part is, most... Oh, why did I even do that? Okay, let's see if I can get these guys to line up for me. Nope! Well, I guess I'll just stab them to death. It works. Yeah, note to self, do not stand on those. Joy of loot. I get cash. I could go with the Vest of the Mongoose God. It's tempting, but pot healing is very useful. But the thing is, pot healing, great. I sound like I'm supporting drug use, which I mean, realistically, I really have no interest in marijuana, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Shell cares more about drug use than I do, but at the same time, I mean, this could be construed as a children's show. God, I hope not. I am more than a little foul-mouthed, which, honestly, I feel kind of bad about. I really should work on my language, because swearing and whatnot it's not the greatest, you know? But I probably should have just used the Scroll of Pottery in hopes that it would... Oh well, doesn't matter that much. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk over the pots and roll away. Okay, now let's get closer, take out the big slime, walk a little bit closer, piercing shot, keep walking closer, keep taking those on, take out the spider, move this way, take out both, and we're golden. Beautiful. See how effective tactical combat is in this game? If you know how to use the ranger well, everything dies. Okay, oh, we found Ignis Vampirus. Interestingly enough, he's actually already half health. So, I'm going to quick cut, and, story time, I guess. What is that thing? I guess it's a wisp. Nubile life approaches. Kss. Wait, do vampires make that noise? What specifically makes that noise? I guess that thing makes that noise. Huh. It's got weird veins in it. It makes me uncomfortable. I sense it. Near me, life, that I may bask in your fleeting warmth. Kiss. Okay, that's enough nattering. Let's shoot us an Ignis Vampirus. So you know the really OP thing about all of this? It didn't even get close to me. Let's get that door open and then let's actually look around. Even though realistically probably shouldn't bother, considering we've pretty much only got mushroom people at this point, and I don't really even like fighting them. There are the occasional pot and maybe a treasure chest or something. So it's, I mean, ultimately it's kind of worth it. It's just maybe not always. I don't know. Doesn't matter that much. So let's get over here. Ah, yes, there is a treasure chest. Let's cache the identity crisis potion. It'd be hilarious to use it right now. Keep that. Uh-oh. Creepy companionship. Well, time to murder everyone. Doesn't look like I'm getting a reward for this, but I'm getting enough skills from it, or get enough stamina from it, that it doesn't end up working, or doesn't end up mattering. Anyway, interesting that creepy companionship just summons a bunch of spiders. Anyway, we get a fair amount of cash for defeating the dungeon the first time, and story time! You did it! Ignis Vampirus is slain. Slay Ignis Vampirus and contain vampirism. I mourn the death of any creature, but Ignis Vampirus posed a threat to all life in the realm. Had the mushrooms expanded into his haunt, he would have grown strong enough to possess them all. The mushroom civilization owes its survival to you. Open your chest, Cloghead. You deserve it. You have done a noble deed, Cloghead. Yep, stabbing vampire wisps. I only hope you get some credit for it. Now rest. Admire your thriving civilization. When you start to feel antsy, come find me. Oh. Are you ready for another adventure? The mushrooms are alive and well, thanks to you. And they continue to expand. They've started to colonize the Whale Road Zeniths. The Whale Road what's-its, you ask? The Whale Road Zeniths are giant cliffs that peer over the Great Glacier in the north. They're inhabited by former sea life. You see, when Sprogg was created, there was an ocean in the sky. Naturally, all the water fell down. And everything in it. Most of the sea creatures didn't fare so well, but a few of them survived in the Zeniths. Anyway, the mushrooms have been awfully quiet about this expansion. They're hiding something, and worse still, our old friend Big Ick is getting involved. Rumor has it that the mushrooms invited Big Ick to teach rhetoric at their mushroom college. He's jelly rolling up to the Zeniths as we speak. You must stop him. He'll be a terrible influence on the impressionable minds of the mushrooms. Meet him at Ensi Cliff and put an end to her place. Okay, next up we're going to Ensi, and this time I'm actually going to be going in with the warrior because the last time I beat it with the ranger, and I'm kind of curious how far we can do well with, like, how well we can do with the warrior, because it was actually very easy to do with the ranger because of a certain type of enemy we're going to run into shortly. Have I only bought 2 types of armor in this entire game? Wow, that's nuts. Alright, begin adventure. So the thing about this one is there's some interesting enemy types. There's also these new types of slime. Now, realistically, they don't have much health, but they do leave, well, they do leave those puddles. And, well, if you've been paying attention to this entire series, puddles, kind of scary. Sell the potion of fireball. So we summoned ourselves a pretty worthless spider. Oh, I've murdered our own pet. Ow. We took a lot of damage there. I might actually have to redo this with the... what am I going to do? Shield wall, I guess. Might have to redo this with the archer. Maybe not. I don't know. It's one of those where it's like, am I pig-headed enough to shield wall, cleave? Well, it worked. Not exactly how I expected it would work. That's a lot of cash. So we got a healer shrine, so at the very least we can leave this floor full health. But once we get all of our skills, especially Dervish, we should have a fair amount of success in all of this. I'm gonna keep that one. Huh. I feel like I already unlocked that armor. Oh well. No more enemies on this floor. Let's go back up to full health and get all the way up here. But essentially, if you if you walk on those purplish puddles, you take damage from the, you know, lightning. They're lightning slimes. Anyway, Big Ick is here, and we got some story to do. Or talk about, really. Read. Yee. There he is again. Guard your ears against his eloquent oratory. Excuse me, dear Cloghead. A dab of jelly in my throat left me unable to enunciate. Forsooth, that may have been the catalyst for the unpleasantness of our last encounter. Alas, that ship has sailed, and I harbor no ill will towards you. Doubtlessly, your presence here is the work of that unconscionable sprite. Is Sproggi so pompous as to believe he, or is a she, can fasten his shackles to the sturdy shanks of scholarship? Tongue twister. Yeah. Away, tyranny. Ab of Maiori discret arare minor. From the older ox, the younger learns to plow. So it is, and so it shall always be. Just because the College of Fungi is beyond Sproggi's reach, just because he cannot control all the variables, doesn't make the pursuit of knowledge invalid. I will die in the defense of that belief. Alright, so, that's the introduction. Now with the stabbing. Yee. Luckily, he's got a load of slimes to join him, and we can kill them with a large degree of success. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Male of the Potter, because Male of the Potter is going to give us... Uh-oh. These fishies again. Fishes are jerks, because... Okay, gonna shield wall up, otherwise we're gonna have some serious trouble here. Next up, I'm just gonna keep doing shield wall. We're pretty much going to need it. Okay. So we're having some trouble here. The Bizarro Sproggis are problematic. Am I using Vanishing Mail or something? Something exploded. Okay. So, I'm still shielded, and... we're honestly having some serious trouble here. Took a fair amount of damage. Wizard of the Ages. Dervish. Next up, shield wall again. Move this way. Dervish. That was pitiful. What the... I teleported all over the place there. Boink. I avoided him. Well, let's just probably lose. Damn. Okay, let's try that again. At the very least, we do get a fair amount of cash for it. I thought I was wearing the Vest of the Potter yet. It seemed to be acting like Vanishing Mail. Anyway, we get some loot, flaming sword. Let's just keep what we got, because we need the healing. Now, one theory I have is that they actually patched it, so the Vampiric Sword... No. Vampiric Sword... I'm actually going to go with Shield Wall first and foremost, even though Cleave is probably going to be better. Nope, they haven't patched the Vampiric Sword. I've just been playing poorly. But, well, this puts us in a bit of a pickle. Ow. Note to self, remember, shield wall before fighting these guys. Anyway, let's just take a little bit of damage. We got a healing shrine, and let's use this scroll pottery. Pots are nice. EXP would have been really nice, though, admittedly, because I would actually very much like to get Cleave. Also, I completely forgot in the previous, sort of run-through that we had a healing potion. Anyway, because of the second floor summoning nonsense, we do have to worry a lot about... let's use it. Ooh. I'm gonna keep the mail on. It might not be the best. Divine Convalescence. Yes, we're up to full health. And unfortunately, we just summoned a wisp. Oh well, no big deal. Let's go back and use these various shrines. Looks to be nothing but Divine Convalescence. Freezing Sword. Freezing Sword is kind of tempting, but it's not the one we want. That explodes. And Wonder of Pottery. Okay, so pretty much in every single circumstance I've ever been given the Scroll of Wonder, it's become very obvious that it should be used. It's a solid thing. Okay, we don't need a haste potion. I think we're gonna have to fight Big Ick again. We got a lot of these stupid fish creatures. Ow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get surrounded. Here's the problem with these fishes. They summon more until they're all dead. So you actually have to actively kill every single one of them, otherwise you're gonna have some serious problems along the way. And I'm gonna need the healing potion. Wow, that actually boosts you up to full now. That's good to know. Get over here. I got stabbings for you, stupid goat man. Oh, jeez, they explode. And do 10 damage per hit. Oh, that's not appreciated. Let's just stab the crap out of Big Ick. And cleave, and cleave, and cleave. Beautiful. Okay. So, next up, shield wall, because... What the... I don't even understand. Okay. Well... Can I hit him with cleave? Now I can hit him with cleave. And shield wall, and stabbings. And... Okay, these sheep aren't that threatening? I'm having trouble understanding how exactly they work. Let's let them get closer. Keep stabbing. So we do have to worry about... Ooh. Everything is teleporting me. And I'm really hoping I can get my... let's drink the second potion. I'm really hoping I can get my hands on Dervish here. Because if I can get Dervish, we're in a very good spot. Unfortunately, I think we actually have endless enemies until we can kill them all. Which is scary. Okay. Freaking goat people. Okay, let's just get out of the way of that. Everything is exploding and I'm not 100% sure why. I just want to get away from this and... Dervish! Yeah. Floating sheep teleportation. Ain't it a thing. Seriously though, we need to get by all these goat people. And they're not letting us. Let's cleave and then stab. Not enough to kill him. Okay. Ow. Okay, shields up. Okay. Ain't gonna lie, we're in trouble. Let's see. Shields up. Move. I gotta get close to evil Sproggi. Because if I can get to that door, we're good. Unfortunately... Okay, there we go. Shields up. No! Stop teleporting me. Freaking game. Shields up. Okay, well, at the very least, we got all that. Okay, next up. Shield wall again. Shields up. Keep getting. Let's heal this. Close these freaking doors. Getting it. I thought I used a healing shrine. Oh, well, there's another one at the very least. Please? What? I used the... Well... This royally sucks. Why is this so much harder? Okay, let's try again. Does it give us all the same stuff? Nope, we can't select our things. Okay, so we're gonna flee. And escape. And what we're going to do is... Not try again... We're going to flee, run, and what we're going to do, return a map, and we're going to switch things up a little bit. First and foremost, we want to go to Ensi, Warrior. Goodbye, Stormguard Vest. You were kind of awesome, but I'm going to need to go back to town, buy ourselves some Warrior armor, because apparently I never bought any. So I could do Master Potter, very tempting, or Mongoose God, even more so. Next up, Potion. Do I have the Potion of Identity Crisis? The answer is yes. Back to the map, go to Ensi, Warrior, Mongoose God, and Potion of Identity Crisis. Let's see how this turns out. Because we pretty much need the Ghost Brand of the Wisp King. Let's use the Potion of Identity Crisis. I don't even know what skills we start off with, come to think of it, which is kind of exciting and kind of scary. So, oh, interesting. These fish creatures... Oh, well, doesn't matter. So we get Heightened Shadows, Enthrall, Dervish, Vanish into Bats. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Well, let's use this Scroll of Pottery. Let's keep the Health Potion. Seriously, though, that's quite possibly the worst Identity Crisis Potion I've ever run into. It's given me pretty much Shrine of Wonder. I don't even know what that does. Anyway, so at the very least what we can do is kind of assassin our way through, and then the moment things turn south, I'm going to have to take a little bit of damage there. Not much of a choice about it. I got rebuffed. What a jerk. Oh, shoot. The doors are opening. You know what that means? That means scary enemies are coming through. Okay, keeping this. I don't see them yet, admittedly. But that doesn't mean they're not going to be there. Let's go back this direction. I actually don't see... Ow. Jeez, the enemies do a lot of damage here. It's one of those where it's like you never find any better equipment the entire time you're playing this game. And yet... shouldn't have pressed spacebar the second time. And yet... as soon as you get, like, up here, things get kind of challenging, but not... I don't know. I guess it's one of those where it's like, where the enemy stats go up, ours never do. Anyway, we're a bit on the injured side, but not that badly. And what I want to do is... enthrall? 3. 3? 3. How does this work? Forces an adjacent energy. Or enemy. Let's use it on him? Okay, so that hurt a little bit. But... well, okay, that was worthless. So in that case, what we're going to do is just continually escape, like ninja. Because we do not have cleave. We are in serious trouble. Gonna keep with this. Yet, not having cleave is not part of the plan. I was really hoping that I'd be able to keep cleave and use other things. Unfortunately, we're in pretty dire straits. Don't even need that. Yeah, that was worthless. The problem with these fishes if you don't have like some kind of good what? Alright, well, let's just go up to Sapius the Wise. Maybe we'll get lucky here. I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're pretty much dead here again. This is a serious bad situation. Okay, let's just escape. And we're dead. Let's try again. Yeah, I'm refusing. I'm out and out refusing to do this. What are our skills? Skills. I'm gonna have to level up to find out. Okay. Oh. I still have an identity crisis potion? Alright, I'm gonna have to sell... what? The map has decided to go, interesting places. So, bit of a concern with the fishes. The fishes are problems. Because I don't have ranged attacks. And need EXP badly. Oh, here we go. Here's just a generic low-level slime. What do we get? Vanishes of bats, piercing shot, lightning arrow, and magic missile. So, let's just magic missile the crap out of everything. This may or may not be a terrible idea. Let's just leave. I might actually have to just do this as a regular old... oh, identity crisis potion. I'm back to level 1 again? Well, that... the bugger... what? Okay, I got teleported to the... huh. Well, this is terrifying. Probably gonna have to fight these guys anyway. So... we got teleported onto the stairs. Problem with the mongoose god. And we are in serious, dire need of help. Okay, so we get magic missile, fire trap, drain life. Okay, magic missile it is. Okay, so... oh, interesting. Because I already had one of those spells? I'm not entirely sure. But at the very least, we got some semi-nice spells. We might actually do alright here. If only because things are stupid and don't make sense. Let's see if I can magic missile him and then deal the rest of the damage there. Nope, never mind. I was kind of hoping that I could get these guys close enough to steal life from. Hey, there we go. Sapius the Wise, again. You lout. You must have killed Big Ig to get here. Now who's going to teach the summer semester? Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a puddle of jelly that speaks Latin? The language hasn't even been invented in this realm. So, interesting about Sapius the Wise is... okay, ow. Let's upgrade this. I don't have any more stamina. That's a problem. Stab him, I guess. And, interestingly enough, Okay, I'm gonna keep this one just because chance of surviving higher. Give or take. Hey! I got magic missile again. I have no idea how we're still alive. This is all kind of nonsense. What the fuck? I don't even understand. Well, let's just... What? Guys? Guys, help. Guys, help. Let's level up. Feed. I don't think I have enough for this. Everything is exploding. Oh, hey. Can I use it? Ah! Got my health back. Stab him. I'm not 100% certain how to fight this boss. But I can use feed! I can just perpetually feed upon everything. I don't know. Well, whatever. Drain life. Drain life. Drain life. Drain life. I think something broke. I think something broke real hard right now. I'm kind of weirdly okay with this, though. Just saying. Okay, let's keep leveling up. Drain life. Move this direction. I want to get closer to all of this nonsense. Okay, so... realistically, between all of the drain lives that we can do... Scroll of Summoning. It's an awful one, but whatever. Okay, between all of the drain lives that we can do, we pretty much have unlimited life. This is weird as shit, and I don't even understand anything. But, at the same time, we seem to be making a dent in the complete nonsense that is this boss fight. You know what? Sometimes I'm just going to attribute stuff to divine providence. I win! Okay, so there was storage that went with... I don't even know how that happened, but I'm okay with it. So, if there's a lesson to be learned from this entire sequence of events, it's that vampires are cheap as crap, and I really should start using them. Wow! Okay, so... oh, because we murdered so many, we got a lot of cash, too. Well, that works for me. Even if it was complete nonsense and weird, and I don't even understand, but I'm okay with it. So, next up, story. And then... Big Ix dangerous ideas will bother the mushrooms no more. Cloghead, I must apologize. It appears that bizarro Cloghead you described earlier really does exist, and it's from an alternate dimension. It climbed through a portal summoned by a mushroom wizard. The mushrooms have discovered wizardry. So, what have they been up to? How grand, how civilized. Did you question Sapius the Wise before you bopped him on the cap? Did you get a chance to recover any of their tomes? What's in the chest? No tome? Drats. Let me think about how to proceed. Come back and talk to me soon. Okay, Cloghead. Here's what you must do. Journey to the floating isles where the mushroom wizards have founded their wizard college. Look around, investigate, find a wizard's home, bring it back to town, and learn wizardry. That is the key to peace. Soon the Clogheads and the mushrooms will cast spells in harmonious union. Now go! Borrow the secret of wizardry from the mushrooms. Alright, so, bit of a weird episode, bit of a long episode. Kind of sorry it had to go through that way, but that's just the way things go. So, I will see you guys on the next episode of Sproggiwood, where we will continue on to the floating isles and then come back and finish some other things, because we still got Hacky Punky that we can do with the archer, and then we should probably go back through with the vampire, because the vampire is redonkulous, and I would love to see how he handles things. And by that, I mean I would love to keep doing what I was just doing, which was stupid. But I loved it. So, either way, I'll see you guys then, and as always, thanks for watching.